me last week. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tiffany. How are you? Hand pink waving, hand pink waving. How are you? Hope you are well. We've had a few technical issues again. I don't know what it is with my page. Energy, I do not know. I was on this live last weekend. Such hot weather. Hey, Tanita. Hey, Tanita. What a lovely name, Tanita. Wow, I've never heard of a name like that before. Hello, Yvonne Jackson. Good evening. Christine Davies. Hello, Christine. How are you? Hello, Facebook user. Yvonne Jackson. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. That's a lovely picture you've got there, Yvonne. I do like castles. It looks like Dubrovnik. I love Dubrovnik. I don't know if anyone else has been to Dubrovnik. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Maxine. Bruce Rossloot, if that's how you pronounce it. Emma Gregory. Hi, I'm well. Are you, Emma?
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hope we're all well. I'm really sorry about this. Mandy's having some real connection issues at the moment, but hopefully she'll be back in a few minutes. No sound. Okay. Hopefully she'll be back in a few minutes. Hope everybody's well. Can you all hear me okay? Let me know. Welcome to everybody on Facebook. Welcome to everybody on YouTube. You can hear me. Oh, that's good. As long as you can hear me, yeah. I don't know what's I think Spirit of Messing this supermoon seems to be affecting everybody at the moment. But yeah, I suppose I'll step in until we can get Mandy back. Hopefully we'll be able to get Mandy back. Good. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Tanita. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jackie. Thank you. Good. You can all hear me okay? Yep, Spirit, definitely. I don't know if it's Spirit or if it's this new supermoon that we've got, but yeah, something is definitely missing. So we will wait until maybe we can get Mandy back. I'll give it a few minutes, and if we can't get Mandy back, I guess I'll be drawing a few cards myself for you all. Thank you for your patience, everybody. It's much appreciated. Modern technology, I know, Debbie. The best thing about the computer is the switch off button, my dad says. And what a blue moon it was. Yes, it was. It depends how the moon affects you, Christine, to be fair. It's a full moon, it's a blue moon, it's a super moon. So yeah, it's kind of making things a little bit crazy at the moment. I think we're also in retrograde of some sort as well, which isn't helping. But there seems to be a lot of heaviness in the air the last few days. Saw your parents on my mum and dad. Yeah, that's an old picture actually, that one. But yeah, it's their wedding anniversary today. Happy anniversary, mum and dad. I don't suppose you'll see this, but I'll say it anyway. I'm very well, thank you, Tracy. How are you? Just waiting to see if Mandy can fix her technical issues. Yeah, just check. Do you know, I can't even remember how long they've been married. I think it was 1991 they got married. So yeah, they've been married quite a few years. That's good to hear. Okay. I will pick up my cards in a minute if we can't get Mandy back. Just so you all don't miss out. Hi Ashley, how are you? We're good. We're just waiting to see if Mandy can fix her connection issues, Ashley. You was born in 1991, oh dear. Yeah, was it? No, it wasn't 1990. Was it 1990? Could have been, yeah. I'm very well. Very well, thank you. I told her not to panic. These things happen. Maybe meant for me to do it tonight. Oh, not so sure about that, Casey. But well, if what's meant to be is meant to be, isn't it? Funny, Casey, because as you said that, as you can see, I'm yawning away. I feel quite hot with your name as well. I'm not supposed to be working tonight. Would you understand feeling tired at the moment, Casey? And I do mean a physical tiredness, not just a mental tiredness. I feel like I could just go to bed and sleep for hours. The tattoo is actually really good, Christine, to be fair. It's the soreness is starting to ease off a bit now, but yesterday it stung. It felt like carpet burn. I feel quite dry as well with you, Casey, so you'd understand the need to drink more water. I feel a little bit dehydrated with yourself. I'm also getting a pain in my tummy, so I feel like there's a little bit of IBS going on. I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but I just feel like there's a little bit of IBS with yourself as well. You love tattoos. Well, I sat for 5 hours, Ashley, yesterday. Not yesterday, Wednesday. And that, I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and, there you go. That is my new tattoo. My first big proper one. 5 hours. I don't know if you can see it properly on there, but it's a stag. And it's got crystal on the forehead, and it's surrounded at the bottom by lily of the valley flowers. There you go. I don't drink enough, and yes, I have bowel disease. Oh, okay. Okay. I want to say there's certain foods that make it worse. I know that sounds quite generic, but I want to say you need to eat more fruit and fibre. But be careful with the fibre, because some of the fibre can irritate it. As much as it's good for you, it can irritate it as well. So just be careful on the fibre that you eat. All right, my darling. I also getting that there's I don't even know who's spit with me. I'm just getting these in my head. I also feel with yourself, Casey, that there's an issue with work. Sorry, I've just got a message from Mandy. Bear with me, people, sorry. Yeah, it seems that Mandy's having problems with her Wi-Fi going in and out. So I don't know if you work, Casey, or but I do feel there's an issue with work surrounding you, because I've just been given work issues, and I kind of feel like there's people around you that aren't pulling their weight. Now, whether this is self-employed work or employed work, but there's something that you're doing, you don't work as such. Would you understand that there's tasks then that you've been asked to help with as part of a team, but there's somebody not pulling their weight? Let me know if you understand that, 'cause I'm just getting this with the work issues. I'm getting paperwork as well with yourself. I'm seeing a computer desk and I'm seeing paperwork almost fanned out. And I feel like I need to prioritize this paperwork. I can tell you I'm not normal. Define what is normal, Tiffany. Can't think of what that is. Okay. I'm being shown a desk. Not necessarily a work desk or an office desk, but I'm being shown a desk. And on the desk, there's a computer. And there's a little space between the keyboard and the end of the table, and I'm seeing this paperwork. It's white paperwork, and there's handwritten paperwork, and I feel there's something in there, and I'm getting a headache because I'm looking at this. So something in that paperwork is giving you a headache. Do you do mediumship or just guided psychic tarot? I do mediumship. It's not very often I do pure mediumship because I'm only fledgling at the moment. Well, I say only fledgling. I'm a developing medium. I've been developing now for the last 3 years or so with my mediumship, but I do read cards as well. I don't read tarot. I do read oracle cards. Tiffany, this message is for Casey. That I'm reading for. Could this be to do with me desperate to move? If that's what the paperwork is revolving around, Casey, then yes, it could be. All I can do is give you what I'm getting. And like I said, I'm just getting the paperwork. Some of it's typed, some of it's handwritten, but the paperwork is giving you a real headache. So it could be papers such as, like, when you look at houses and you get the information sheets from the estate agents. It could be that. It could be looking at what kind of deal that you want in. Don't have a new home is my hope and dream, and I focus on this a lot. Right, so if I'm seeing the paperwork, then that tells me that you're ready for physically looking, not just thinking about it. So they could be estate agent papers, when you get, like I say, when you go into an estate agent's and you get information on the houses, maybe that's what I'm seeing. And I've been given November. For a birthday passing or anniversary as well. Again, I don't know who I've got with me at the moment. I'm not going to make it up. But I'm definitely getting the headache, and I feel this is giving you a headache. So what? Yeah. Okay. I've got a gentleman that's coming forward for you, KZ. And I want to say this gentleman wouldn't have reached old bones. Now, when I say old bones, I'm talking between maybe 60 and 70, but I don't feel this gentleman would have made 70. And he's putting his hands together, and he would have done this when he wanted things to get moving, when things have been sort of left for too long. Would that make sense? I want to go grandfather and I want to go dad's side because he's coming in on this side of me, and that for me is grandfather and paternal. So this would be grandfather on dad's side. Let me know if you can understand that. I'll get to that in a second. So this is his way of coming in and saying that things need to get moving. So stop thinking about it and start doing. Yes, I'm stressed as I live in an awful place just now. Yes. Dad, late 60s, makes sense. Okay. So at least I know I'm on the right track with that. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. So yeah, he's coming in and he's saying you need to stop procrastinating and you need to start making a move and start getting things done. All right, my darling. And he's really pushing his palms together. I'm also hearing a cat. So you would understand why there's a cat in spirit. But this cat's meowing. So again, when I get a cat that comes in meowing like that, it's normally a sign that somewhere in your immediate circle there's an issue surrounding loyalty and mistrust. So you would understand where that is. I also want to say that you have very good instincts. Cats have very good instincts. They're survivors, hence the reason why they have 9 lives. So I want to say, you know where this is, you know who this is, and you need to go with your gut. But cats are also observers. They sit and they watch more than they act, and they only act when they feel like they're pushed into a corner. I thought that was the kitten. It was the kitten, Christine, but sometimes what spirit do, they allow me to use the physical sounds to highlight what they want to highlight in the message, if that makes sense. So I use the physical as well as the spiritual to get whatever message needs to get across. So yeah. Yes, and this is true. Thank you for that confirmation, Casey. All right, so I do apologise for that noise. That's my kittens back in the room. Again. I'm also getting an itchy nose. Now, when spirit give me an itchy nose, it's normally because there's somebody interfering in your business that doesn't need to be interfering in your business. So again, you would know where this is. Yeah, there's trouble with family. Been getting a lot of trouble. Yeah, there's people sticking their noses in where it's not wanted, and Granddad's seen this happening, and he's wanting you again. He's putting his hands firmly together, and he's saying it's time to step up and stand up for yourself a little bit more. Because I feel like even though you're trying to get your point across and your feelings across, you're not being heard and you're not being listened to, and he's saying you need to be firmer and you need to say it stronger, harder and better, if that makes sense. Stick to the facts, be diplomatic, but yeah, definitely keep pushing to be heard, because it needs to be said. I'm getting a pain in my heart with Grandad, so you would understand Grandad having heart issues. I'm not saying that's what he passed over with, but I do feel a little bit breathless, and I do feel like my heart is going 10 to the dozen. So I do feel that Grandad would have had, if he didn't pass from a heart attack, he would have had heart attack issues. Again, let me know if you can take that. But that's all Grandad's come to say, really, my darling. He's seen what's going on, and he's saying that, again, you need to sort of, you need to get out of the tired mode, because I feel this is all draining your energy right now. I feel like the people around you are what I would call energy vampires, and every time that you're having to deal with this, it drains your energy a little bit more, and this is where the tiredness is coming from. So you need to step up, my darling, okay? You need to speak your truth, tell them all how it is, tell them all how it's going to be, and stop thinking about that move and put some plans in place and start making actions towards that move. Yeah, whether it be looking for a rented property, looking for buying, or just setting the wheels in motion. All right. I'll leave Grandad's love with you, and thank you for working with me, my sweet. He's just given me daffodils for you on the way out as well, so you would understand the link with the daffodils. Now for me, daffodils is spring, and it's also representative of Mother's Day. So you would understand why he's bringing in the daffodils. The yellow as well is for upliftment. Keep shining, keep shining. Right, so I'll leave Grandad's love with you, and I will leave the daffodils with you, and thank you for working with me, my sweet. All right, let's see who else we've got on. Let me see if we're having any more luck with Mandy before I do that. Oh, bless her. Well, Mandy sends to apologise. It looks like it's not looking great for her, bless her. Oh, so you're stuck with me, I'm afraid. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you lot be the judge of that. Okay, so that was my first. Well, you're all getting a treat tonight because, like I say, I normally use the cards, and because I haven't prepared the cards, Spirit have decided it's time to do some mediumship for me. So, do my children just yeah, difficult situation, my sweet. But again, it's about speaking your truth. Facebook user, you need to put your name, anything from my door. See, if I put your name on screen, that's all I'm seeing. So if you can put your name in the comments after each comment so I know who you are, that would be a great help. Thank you. Or go to StreamYard and allow permission for your name to be displayed. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Debbie. Hi, everybody. So sorry that Mandy can't be here. She's having really bad Wi-Fi issues. Bless her. She did try, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So I'm here. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Tiffany. Yeah. Again, Facebook user. I have no idea who you are. I need a name, my darling. All right. So if you are open for a message, please keep your heart and minds open. Hi, Donna. Keep your hearts and minds open. And what I suggest is don't just ask for one specific person. If you ask for somebody to come through, more often than not, the person you want to come through will come through with somebody else. Or we kind of get there eventually. And thank you for the compliments on my tattoo, by the way. I did see all the comments, but obviously because I started reading for Casey, I couldn't actually respond. But yeah, it's a memorial tattoo that I've had done. All right. Hi, Athena. So let's see. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use my book. Okay, I'm going to use my book. So this is one I've been colouring in. Because as some of you know, I do colouring books. We've got numbers 1 to 19. So, all right, Tiffany, pick a number from 1 to 19, my darling. The broadcast is very crackly. I don't know what's going on, Mandy. Honestly, Mandy Louise Paul couldn't get on. She's had really bad Wi-Fi. Mine keeps messing. Oh, okay, Tiffany, page 7. Let's have a look. Page 7. 4, 7. Okay, Tiffany, you have this one. You've got it's almost like a water turquoise green in there with silver and yellows, and as you can see, it almost looks very regal, very royal. So what I want to say, there's a lot of pride, but I want to say there's a lot of precision as well, because this is very very classy. It looks very simple but very delicate at the same time. So I want to say at the moment with yourself, there's a lot of sensitivity around you at the moment, especially to do with issues of the heart. I feel very much you're a person that wears your heart on your sleeve a lot. I feel you're a very gentle character, but I also feel at the moment you need a lot of gentleness around you. The silver for me represents spirit, and I feel that they're around to protect you, to protect your emotional boundaries. And I do feel like that you've been asking for that help as well. You've got the yellow in there for wisdom and upliftment, and I do feel that you have a lot of wisdom that is guided by spirits. It's almost like whenever anybody comes to you for advice, you seem to know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to say it, to be able to help people move forward or to be able to get people out of a rut. But I also want to say that this also looks very Celtic for me. So I also want to say there's links to Ireland. Let me know if you can understand that. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing the Celtic music. Almost kind of sounds like you know, like the music from The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. It kind of almost sounds like that, but very more Celtic. So I don't know if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but I'm getting that kind of feel. And I want to say to you as well, the best things come in small packages. Now, whether that's a reference to height, I feel like, right, okay. So I've just got a lady come through, and I feel like this is a reference to height, and it's a little bit of a jokey reference. The best things come in small packages. So I do feel that this lady's coming in and she's making a joke about the size of the family, the size of the people in the family. So okay, she's telling me there's nobody sort of over 5 foot, but I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure you're Scottish but have Irish family and you love The Hobbit. Okay, that's brilliant confirmation. Thank you, Tiffany. But this lady's coming in and she's making a joke about the people in the family being small. But she's also making reference to big hearts. So it's like small hands, big hearts. And I know that's not the actual saying, but that's what she's giving me. You would understand as well where there's rosary beads. I've just had the rosary beads. I'm wanting to rub them. It's almost like I'm holding the chain with one hand, and on the other hand I'm rubbing the rose beads. And I know the rose beads are to do with Catholics, aren't they? So you would understand the link to the Catholic faith as well. And I've just heard the word little fighter. So I do feel that you've overcome a lot in your life, because she's making reference. She's not telling me who she's yet, but she's making reference to you being a little fighter, as in the respect that you've been through a lot, and you've had obstacles to climb, and you've had people to fight. I also feel this lady would have been very observant, because as I'm talking to you, I don't know if you can notice on the screen, and it's not that I'm being rude, but I'm kind of, my eyes are everywhere. It's almost like I'm taking in every detail of my surroundings. I'm taking in every detail of who's around me, and I'm taking in every detail of not what people say, but how people act. And this lady is coming in, and as I'm saying that, I'm getting goosebumps. And this is a message for you, my darling. Don't go by what people are saying. Go on what by the way they are acting. So there's somebody around. There's a situation around you at the minute where people's actions aren't matching up to their words, or their actions aren't matching up to what they say they are doing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Yes, you understand the Catholic. Thank you for that confirmation. So this is why this lady's come in. I feel this lady would have been a very firm, and I feel that this would be, if this isn't mum, this would be grandmum. Have been called that. Are you together? I might actually. I feel like I've got two here. Let me know if mum and grandmum are both in spirit, please, Tiffany, because I feel like I've got two here. That's how I am. I'm taking in everything. This is making sense. Observing others all the time. Yeah, she's definitely saying that somebody's actions aren't matching up to what they are saying or do. So yeah, look out for that, my darling. Okay, and that's the message she's coming for you today. And I've got the song I See Fire as well. I've got the song I See Fire from the film The Hobbit. So there's lyrics. If you listen to the lyrics or read the lyrics from that song, there's a message in there for you. I'm always in my head. I know that feeling, darling. But yeah, definitely look out for that. There's good things coming, she's telling me. There's something you've been asking for that you've been waiting for, and she's saying there's good things coming. So look out for some changes coming in. I'm not predicting, because we can't predict. We all have free will. I'm not going down that road. But she's saying there's good things coming in for you. So again, I feel like you've had a bit of a bumpy ride, or you've not felt settled. But there's good things coming in, and you're going to start feeling more settled. All right. I don't know if you're in a relationship, if there's one on the horizon, or if there's somebody around you that's taken a keen eye to you, or that you've taken a keen eye to. But I've just been given the word love. So I want to say, look out for either a new relationship coming in, or if you're already in one, that bond's going to get stronger and you're going to get closer together. All right. I do feel this is somebody you already know. I do feel this is somebody you already know. You would understand where there's been an issue with the sore throat as well, because I'm getting a really. You would always sing that song. There you go. Love, love, love. Yes, love, love, love. There's definitely love. Good things coming in on the love front. All right. Like I say, whether that is just you now, whether it's a new one coming in, if you're not already in one, but things are going to get better for you on the love front. All right, my darling. I will leave Grandma's love with you. And I've also been given the song, is it Chasing Cars? So I'll leave that with you as well. All right, my darling, and thank you for working with me. Okay, let me scroll up. Oh, itchy nose again, Spirit. I'm making my nose itch tonight. Let's see. Let's see. Facebook user, you need to put your name in, otherwise I won't be able to read for you without a name. Alison Moody, are you still here? Number 10. Okay, let's go to Alison, number 10. So what I will do is I'll start off reading from the book, and then hopefully your spirit loved ones will come in. Seems to be all the Celtics tonight. Number 10 is my paisley pattern. I don't know if you can see that, but that's all blues and purples, and it's supposed to be cream, but it's gone like a dark pink. So paisley, you would understand the links to Scotland, Alison, because paisley is a Scottish pattern, I do believe. I do know you get some in Ireland as well, but I could be wrong. But I want to go Scotland with you. Chasing cars, you get it. I'm glad you get that, Tiffany. But yeah, Alison Moody. There you go. Yes, you can see it. Okay, so you would understand the links to Scotland with yourself, and you would also understand whether there's a need for emotion. You've got friends in Scotland. Fantastic. Thank you for that confirmation. You would also understand where there is emotional healing needed, because you've got the blues in the edging and you've got the purples in the detail. Purple for me is a healing color. The blues, this color blue for me is all about water and emotions. So there's definitely some emotional healing around you that's been given from the world of spirit, but I also feel you need that emotional healing here in the present on the side as well. And I do feel again, I'm getting okay. I've got something in spirit coming in from me now. And this, I want to say lady. Okay. This lady would have suffered with terrible migraines and terrible headaches, because I'm getting a really bad pain on the right-hand side of my head. I feel there would have been a stroke condition with this lady. And I do feel this lady was quite stern. She wouldn't mess about. It would say what she would say what needed to be said, and if you didn't like it, it would be tough. And now, just before I saw that comment, I was just going to say it's either a mum or it's mum's mum, because I'm picking up on a motherly vibration. So you've confirmed this is your mum. Okay. Don't try not to give me too much detail. Let me do the work. Okay, my darling. She passed from a bleed on the brain. Oh, that'll be why I'm getting the head. Yeah. The head pain. Okay, thank you again for that confirmation. And she was strict. Yeah, I want to say I feel quite firm. She would say what needs to be said, and if you didn't like it, it was tough. And I want to go, even going back to your young days, it would be, well, if you don't like my rules, there's the door, get out of it. That kind of thing. Oh, bless you, Tiffany. Please don't cry. I don't like it when I make people cry. Happy tears, I hope. Happy tears, I hope. Yeah, so you understand that, Alison. Thank you for that. But I felt like the strictness was her way of it's like she had a funny way of showing how much she loved you. It was her way of being protective, of showing how much she cared. She would defend you until the earth if somebody did you harm or somebody treated you wrong. But however, if you was the one that was in the wrong, then she'd come down on you like a ton of bricks, I want to say. Very stern, very firm. very matter of fact, and there was no compromise with it. Everything was black and white. There was no grey area in between. But underneath that, I want to say that would... She's saying it was a defense mechanism. Now, this is not something she would have admitted to in life, or she wouldn't have said that in life. But since she's been passed to spirit, she's telling me she's learned that it wasn't always the best way to be, and she wished that she'd have been a little bit softer. It did you no harm, bless her. No, but she's saying she wished she would have been a little bit softer, because sometimes she could be too hard. Resilient. She's given me the word resilience, and I feel that's how she wanted to bring you, and she's saying all, so there's more than one of you. She's given me the number 3, so either you're one of 3, or there would have been 3 that she's raised, she's telling me. And I'm also getting itchy eyes with her. I don't know if this is with you or with her, but she's giving me itchy eyes. I'm having a problem with cataracts. Again, let me know if that makes sense. But she's coming through because she is one of 3. Okay, that's why she's giving me the 3. Would you understand Mum having to raise the other 2 then, which is slightly... I want to put her slightly older, because she's telling me it's how she raised all. You have cataracts and glaucoma. So that's just more evidence that I'm connecting with your mum and that she's around you and she's seeing. But yeah, I've got a really itchy eye, and she gave me the cataracts. So I'm so sorry you have that. But that's again more evidence just that I am actually connecting with your mum. She's also given me the song Amazing Grace, and she's given me that line, I was blind but now I see. So I do feel that since she's been passed, there's information that you found, or there's something that you've discovered to do with the family, to do with the family tree, or to do with things that you didn't know about Mum since she passed. And it's almost like even though you've understood more why she was the way she was with you growing up. Daddy's going blind. Oh, bless. And the sister did the family tree. Oh, wow. Again, thank you for that confirmation. I don't know why I sound so surprised. It's your mum telling me this information. So, but yeah, again, I do feel that she raised you to be resilient. Yes, her mum was strict with her, yeah. And you've kind of understood this more since you've been sort of researching and looking into things. Generational, exactly. But again, she's coming back to say she wished she'd have been a little bit softer, because sometimes she could have been a bit too hard. Okay, what are you giving me now? You would understand, again, I'm getting the dehydration. So somebody, if it's not with you, I'm getting very dry. This is with Mum. You would understand Mum having dry lips towards the end and being really dehydrated towards the end of life. Because I feel like I want to put ice on my lips just to dampen them down, to stop them cracking and being sore. She's also given me winter. Okay, when in winter? She's saying she didn't like the winter because the cold made her lips chapped. The cold made her lips chapped and sore in winter, so she didn't like the winter. This lady could be possibly, she lived away in Portugal when she retired. There you go. Okay, my darling. travel. She's just given me the word travel. I don't know if you've been on holiday or if there's talks of you going on holiday, but she's mentioning that you need to travel. Yes, they did get chat on mine. Okay. So that would make sense for you then as well. But she's saying you need a holiday. She's saying you need to travel. You need a holiday. And there's been babies been born since she's passed, she's telling me. And she's given me a rocking horse. One of the old-fashioned, big wooden rocking horses, you know, the decorative ones that the rich Victorians used to have. Travel to Portugal. No, I didn't say it was to Portugal. I'm just saying that Alison's mum needs to travel. You need to visit your dad. Okay, well, she's just put that on me. She's just put the travel and the holiday. And yes, more babies. Her great-grandchildren. Thank you again for that confirmation. She's just acknowledging that the babies have been born since her passing. And she's given me the big rocking horse. The rocking horse was at the doctor's surgery. Oh, wow. Okay. Fantastic. Again, it's just more evidence. This lady can sit and talk with me all day. God bless your mum. She's a lovely lady. She's a gentle soul. Underneath the strictness, she is really a gentle soul deep down. So I will leave her with you. I'm just asking her for a gift for you before she goes. Okay. You would understand why she's given me a black tea. I don't feel this is English tea, but it's a black tea of some sort. And that's what she's giving you. It's almost like she's giving it you for medicinal purposes. She loved to talk. We had lots of talks at night time before bed. Oh, bless you. And that'd be when the tea came in, I suppose. Because she's just given me a black tea for you. All right, so I'll leave her love with you, my darling. She became lactose intolerant. That'll be why she's giving me the black tea. Again, just more confirmation evidence that it's your mum that I'm talking to. So no milk, yes. Yeah. All right, my love. Well, she's giving you a black tea. And the main message is you've been raised with resilience, but don't be as hard as she was, okay? She wants you to have that little bit more of a gentle touch, especially with the younger ones. All right, my darling. And get, if you can, the memory of the rocking horse as well. Maybe it's an idea for Christmas for the grandkids. All right, my darling. I will leave that love with you, and I'll send it back to the world of spirit with your love. I try not to be hard on my son. Yeah. Try and do something fun. All right, and make sure you take that holiday. Thank you, Debbie. That means a lot. Bless you. Thank you, Debbie from YouTube. All right, let me scroll up and see who else I'm drawn to. I will try and make it a little bit quicker. Since I don't even know what time we started. We'll go on. Oh, I can't go on a bit longer because we have Christian at 9:30. So what I will do is I'm on again on Saturday. So we will do some more of these on Saturday. Those that haven't managed to get a reading from me tonight, I will do the colouring and the mediumship again on Saturday for you all right? So let me sign off for now. Go grab a drink because I'm also very thirsty. And by the time I've done that, it'll be time for Christy to come on. All right, so I will see you all in about 20 minutes or so. All right, my lovely. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for holding space for me tonight. I'm so sorry you couldn't get Mandy on. Please send her your love as well and positive vibes. I'm sure she needs it tonight because she'll be disappointed. But I'll see you in 20 minutes for Christy. All right. Lots of love, everybody. See you soon.